Actually, I'm very grateful to the membership of the Green Party of Canada because at our convention here in Sydney, they passed a resolution that mandates that the Federal Council, I don't run the Green Party, by the way. My number one job is to work for you. But I'm a member of a Federal Council that runs the Green Party. And Federal Council is mandated to seek cooperation with any other parties that are willing to work together for one election with the goal of getting rid of first past the post.
Oh,
So
yeah.
to get rid of it, and then we could have proportional representation.
Yes.
It's only because of first past the post, and this has happened, it's not just Stephen Harper, the phenomenon of what another political scientist I really respect, Peter Russell, who's Professor Emeritus at University of Toronto, came up with the term false majority.
Yeah.
We have a false majority government because only 39% of the people who voted for Conservative members of Parliament. And that's 39% of the 60% who voted. And one reason that 40% of Canadians didn't vote, there are many reasons why people choose not to vote, but one of them is that they don't feel their vote counts because they happen to live in one of those ridings where they have a sense of, you could run a, whatever in this riding, and if as long as it's a Liberal or as long as it's Conservative, it's going to win. That reduces voter turnout. So I'm working on cooperation quite a lot. I wrote a letter to every single Liberal and NDP member of Parliament after the by-elections last fall. It was personal and confidential and hard copy, so it couldn't be sent around on email and leaked, but the NDP sent it out anyway. But the letter was an appeal to individual members of Parliament to say, look, we need to figure out how to cooperate before the 2015 election. Clearly, the party leadership isn't ready to engage yet. So maybe we could, as individuals, form a little ad hoc working group of MPs from all the different parties on the opposition benches to answer for ourselves some questions. What would cooperation look like? Would it be shared nomination meetings, or would it be everybody runs, but you really only try hard for one of the 3 candidates out there that are on the opposition bench? And the other set of questions is, how do we get rid of first past the post? What system do we bring in? Do we want a royal commission? Do we want a referendum? So the idea was we could have a little ad hoc working group. And the initial reaction, I sent the letter December 10th, en anglais et en français, to every single MP. And I wrote personal little PSs, like to Murray Rankin, wouldn't this be great to work on this together? All the NDP members were told they weren't allowed to answer my letter.
Oh, brother.
And there were a bunch of people who came to me right away and said, this sounds great. We started worrying we didn't know where we were reading. So many people were interested. But by the next day, the Liberals who were excited, came back and said, it kind of turns out we can't do this. But I'll keep trying. There's a will there from a lot of people within those caucuses and across Canada. But we don't find that willingness in the leaders' offices.